Hi everybody, it's 2 o'clock on a Thursday and I'm going to be making two cards. I'm going to be using this stamp set. It's a beautiful Magnolia by LDRS Creative, and there's also a matching die set with it. You get lovely sentiments and a really nice size best wishes. So I'm going to be doing two cards. The first one, well, one of them is a slimline with this gorgeous background. I absolutely love it. It's nice to change up the size of a card. And then this one, I'm using Masking Magic. So I will show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, we're going to start by doing some stamping. Oh, there we go. Hi, Darlene. Okay, so in here, I've got my paper. And I will get my stamp. So I've just cut the paper this size. This would be 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to position this like so. About like that. Maybe a bit higher. Okay. That looks good. Got some ink here. Alrighty. Now, take that off. Leave it. Okay, so I have cut out a mask using my Masking Magic by Gina K. And I just used the die. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this over top. Like so. And I'm just going to leave it in place right now in case I want to. I guess I could change it up here. Okay, so one of the things we're going to do is we are going to stamp. There's a border here, but I'm going to do my inking first, and then we'll do a stamp on that. Alrighty, I just grabbed any stencil that I had. So I'm just going to put that over top. Okay. And I've got some broken china here. Hi, Anne. So we'll start with that. Just going to hold these down. And I'm just going to go through here with my broken china. Okay, and then I'm going to use some saltwater taffy. Such a pretty color. Okay, and then I'm going to use some cracked pistachio. Okay. Alrighty, let's remove that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over top and cover up those white lines with the ink. So we have cracked pistachio here. We just get a lighter value there. I got that one too dark. If I can blend it out. Oh well, it is what it is. And then I've got my saltwater taffy. And then I have my blue, which is broken china. I'm just covering in those white lines. Alrighty. Okay, so now I am going to stamp take that off. There is a line here. And I'm going to place it right across here. Okay. So I'm going to ink that in black. Leaving my mask on. There we go. This gets up my nose. Alrighty. So now we have the reveal. I can pull this off. Ta-da! Isn't that beautiful? See if you can see it better. Isn't that pretty? All right. Now you can save this and put it back on. I'm going to discard it, but if you wanted, you could save it for another time. So we'll take that off. Look how pretty that is. Simple masking. All right. I'm going to put it on a small mat. I think it's so this is 3 3/4 by 5. So this would just be 1/8 of an inch bigger. There we go. It is pretty. Hi, Josie. Hi, Selena. Simple, simple, simple. That's so beautiful. And then this is a sentiment that's on the stamp. Follow your dreams. So I'm just going to put that on. So this is a perfectly flat card. All right. And there you go. Beautiful. I like the stenciling, and I love the mask. Now I could have done another mask right here and put another flower there if I wanted. All right, so there's card number 1 using the Magnolia stamp. Gorgeous. Okay, stamp number 2 is a slimline. And it's just nice to change it up, I think. Now this background is gorgeous, and I'm going to show you how I did it with the bubble wrap. So this is just a bubble wrap envelope from Amazon. And I am going to cut out my die. Now, because this is an intricate die, I don't want to have to fuss with it. So the best way is using this bubble wrap. All right, so I'll show you how you do that. Okay, so I've got my paper. And then I have my die, so I'll put that down. I can't remember if I do it this way. I'm not sure if I do it this way. Okay, we're going to try both ways. I totally forgot. I think it might be the other way. So if this pushes out, so if I do it this way, I don't know. We'll try it. I can always do it again. It was a while ago when I did this. I think you do it this way. Are you screaming at me? Face up. Alrighty. Alright, so now we're doing it face up. And I'm going to put it through, get that even. Alrighty. And look at that. Look at that. They all came out beautifully. Look at that. Gorgeous. So it's face up, and they all come out beautifully. Because sometimes, you know, you put it through and then it doesn't, they all don't come out. So I'm just tapping it on my garbage can, and they pretty well come out of that as well. Alrighty. Okay. So there's just a few here to poke out. So I'll get my granddaughter's pokey tool. Yeah, it's a beautiful die. Now you could cut this down and put it on a smaller card as well. It's a gorgeous die. Look at it. It's beautiful. Alrighty. So my slimline is 3.5 by 8.5. So you could make an envelope for it or use a legal size envelope. I'm going to put, oh, this is a little long. I just have to cut a bit off. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I think I'm going to cut a bit of this off. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put some adhesive on the back. Another reason why I love this adhesive beautiful. And then this is going to go on here. There we go. That is a little off there. Just going to see if I can slice through it. Just get that off. There we go. All right. Now I've colored the Magnolias. And I did 2 of them. Okay, so I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to use my foam tape on one, and I'll do the other one flat. So we'll put some foam tape on this one. There we go. Alrighty, stick that there. Okay, so let's put this one on first. So pretty. Okay, and then we'll put this one on. I just love this stamp set. And I also love the, you'll see the best wishes. It looks really pretty. So you could use it for a number of occasions. Put that one there. How beautiful is that? And then there's this little bud one. I'm going to put it right here. So I'll just put that one right, tuck it right in there. There we go. Kind of just fills up that space. And then I have a little bumblebee. So we'll put him on. Right there. Now, I have some layers here. So I thought I'd do some layering on my best wishes. Just to give it some dimension. And I'm going to do, whoops, I'm going to do 3 of them. And this just adds some dimension to them, and it also gives them some stability. So what's everybody doing today? Are you crafting? I've been sleeping in. Still tired. So I've just been sleeping in the morning. And that way I don't have to nap in the afternoon. Just trying to switch things up. Okay, so see, that gives it stability, which is very nice. All right. So now I'm going to put this here. I'm going to get some of my I want my thin foam strips. Here we go. So I'm just going to put one down here. And then the rest I can just put tape on. Oh, Cheryl, if you could see my craft room, it's just terrible. But Cindy and Karen are going to come over and clean it up for me. So we've got best wishes. So I'm just going to put a little bit of my foam tape on the end of the wishes. Yes, I don't think we've had snow. The snow started yet, but oh, Selena's working. I miss seeing you on your lunch hour. Selena works very close to the old store, so we used to see her. Best wishes. And then it says, for a lovely day. And we'll put some more on there. So this one I heat embossed in white, stamped on with Versamark on black, and then I heat embossed it. And there we go. Best wishes for a lovely day. I love it too. I think you get so much use out of it. It's gorgeous. I love that background. Just spectacular. So pretty. And of course you could make it just a regular size as well, because this can be cut off. You just have, it would be a little narrow on the card. Still look absolutely gorgeous. But you could have it short like that. Beautiful. So, there's our cards. So I used it's called Trellis Cover Die, which is gorgeous. And then this is called Magnolia. You get the stamps and the dies. I'm just going to find my stamp here. There it is. So you see you get, and then you get this little border. You can do it, follow your dreams, best wishes for a lovely day. So that's a nice birthday card. So this is a gorgeous set. Beautiful. And I love this trellis die. Beautiful. Alrighty, so there we go. I'll get Kathy to post the link for this, and if you'd like to purchase it, you can go in the store or online. Alrighty? Okay, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.